Hello viewers, you know very well that NCERT is doing lot of activities for promoting the research in education. So in order to strengthen the research abilities of the learners, researchers, teachers and the students who are undertaking a research in the different universities and the different institutions, it is a proposal to undertake a certificate program in data analysis abilities. So in that particular direction, there is a content is developed and so self-learning mode, and it is a 12 weeks program, and most of these activities which they can learn by doing. So there are different database softwares which they can practice and they can learn, and different illustrations which they can make use for doing the data analysis and writing the meaningful conclusions. And this program is produced by the Regional Institute of Education, Ajmer, in collaboration with Dr. Saurabh Agarwal, who happens to be associated with many of the educational research activities. He is also going to collaborate with me. So this particular program contains some awareness on what is the nature of the data, what is the kind of the data that we come across in education research methodology, particularly in the quantitative research. Data gathering tools also is included in this particular part. And once the data gathering is done, and it should be transferred into the appropriate data analysis mechanism. So we know there are different database softwares that are available. So the users will be given some kind of a tutorials on using of these database softwares, which helps them to develop the ability to clean the data, validate the data, so that once they get the validated data, that helps them to plan for this data analysis. As I mentioned earlier, this program divided into the 4 parts. So the first part is knowing about the nature of data and what kind of a data we come across in educational research, based on the relationship, based on the type of measurement, based on the levels of measurement. So the variables, how it is classified based the independent variable, dependent variable, intervening variables, extraneous variables, and the nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio variables. So the second part is majorly focused about the awareness about the different user-friendly softwares that are available, either Excel as a part of MS Office or Open Office spreadsheet software. So because most of the people are familiar and it is easy to create the database file, and it provides a review if they are already familiar. If they don't have familiarity about this, the creating the data files, so how can be created a database file and how it can be imported to the other environment, that also will be discussed here. And it is also thinking about introducing the PSPP as a open source, and which is equivalent in the proprietary software SPSS. Both also will be given awareness about the creating the database file and what is the coding the data and data entry, and all these aspects will be included in the second part. Let us come to the third part, is about this the descriptive statistics. In this descriptive statistics, it is majorly emphasis on knowing about the nature of the data which we have obtained, whether it is near to the normality or not. So for that purpose, we know that we use the descriptive statistics like measures of central tendency, measures of variability, measures of skewness and the measures of kurtosis. Under the measures of central tendency, we are going to discuss about the mean, median and mode, and measures of variability, we are going to discuss about the range, mean deviation, quartile deviation and the standard deviation. And apart from this, we are also going to discuss about the, if there are 2 variables, what is the kind of the relationship that existing between the 2 or the more variables. For that purpose, we study bivariate correlation and the multivariate correlation. And also in order to use this the value of the regression for the purpose of the prediction, we also discuss about the regression, what is a bivariate regression and multivariate regression. All these things comes under the third part, and in the fourth part is majorly emphasizing on the inferential statistics. So here this covers the point estimation and the interval estimation, and also it is going to discuss about the what kind of hypothesis it is. It is we have to use the one-tailed test or the two-tailed test, and also it is going to discuss about the parametric test and the non-parametric. So parametric test, when we are very clear about this, the nature of the population, then we use the parametric test. When we are not sure about the nature of the population, we don't use the parametric test. So on the whole, this particular program provides the awareness to the people who are attending the course, particularly to acquire the data analysis abilities. So the ability to enter the data, ability to create a database file, ability to validate the data, ability to analyze the data, ability to test the formulated hypothesis by using the appropriate statistical techniques. So it is includes the theory as well as the practicals. This program is going to develop in a bilingual model. My friend Saurabh Agarwal, who is from Kanpur, is going to associate with me. We are going to provide this live demonstrations, which helps for you to practice and learn this, the acquire the mastery over the using of these database softwares. Theory like statistical inputs and where how it can be used, and also they also learn the mechanism of using the software for the data analysis. Once you get the output in the form of a result, that how you have to use that for the interpretation purpose, that also will be provided. And also in the process itself, they are going to learn about the how to convert these the data, summarizing and presenting in a tabular form, pictorial form, graphical form and the diagrammatic form. So this is the major coverage of the entire 12 weeks certificate program in educational data processing.